Not everybody knows this, but New York City started as New Amsterdam in the 17th century. It was a little village at the southern tip of Manhattan. If you know that, you can see it at very many places. You can really trace it down. And then you start to notice, you start to recognize some Dutchness in the city. I'm Helene Westerhuis. I'm originally from the Netherlands. I live in New York City now, and I'm an architecture historian. This is actually kind of cool. Here you can see what New Amsterdam looked like in the 17th century. The people from the Netherlands gave this to New York City as a gift to commemorate that 400 years ago, the Dutch discovered Manhattan. If you look really much closer, you see all those tiny little houses where all the people from New Amsterdam lived together. So there was definitely no paved roads as there are now. But there was sand and there were people with carriages, trading merchants, people walking around, kids playing on the streets. So it was a different kind of busyness. What do you think what this square is? Well, one of the most important buildings in New Amsterdam was, of course, a bar. I'm standing right in the middle of it. And why a bar was important, not just to get a drink, well, of course, but also to gain the news. So people arrived there, got off the boat, and they walked straight to the bar to meet with all the people who were living here. It became the most important, officially the most important building in town. It became City Hall. The bar became City Hall, and if you think about it, it does make sense, I would say, because in the bar, everything was being discussed that was important. In 1642, the Dutch created a canal known as the Ditch. This was a canal. The ships came in and they docked in front of the southern tip. And from there, small little boats unloaded the bigger ships and came all the way here so they could get all the stuff to the people. The canals were used. They were not built because it would be pretty to have such a canal. They were built to use it. There were sewers, it was polluted. Sometimes even they couldn't get there because it was too muddy and too slicky. What's actually really great is when you're here, they put the whole history right there. Broad Street laid out with the canal down the middle. Sheriff later ordered to make sure no filth is cast into the canal. So here I'm reaching the end of the canal and I'm reaching Wall Street. So this was the end of New Amsterdam. Right here, the town ended. Nowadays, there's a stock exchange. That Dutch history here in New York City still exists. It's not obvious, but some buildings still exist. Like the Wyckoff Farm, I sometimes still visit to do research. It's the oldest house in all of New York City. Joshua is showing me the construction of the wall.
So I wanted to show you this wall here. You can see all the plant fiber there. You have a 17th or early 18th century corn cob there that was used for insulation. That was just a byproduct of the milling process. They were grinding the corn into flour to eat.
have to show you this. Here you can see the difference between this construction and those old beams. Like for instance here, those. Those are much older. So that's also an indication to date it. But let's go back to the city and end our tour with the future. The place where it all started is opening up to the public. That's a nice ride, no? When the colonists arrived here, they came across this island first, and here was the first settlement. This is really great. They are turning this whole island into a public park. So it's gonna be the park downtown, but on an island. Isn't that amazing? Okay guys, I hope you had fun, and I hope the next time when you're in New York City, if you think at least one time about New Amsterdam. I'm off. Taxi!